So I promised you that I would show you two ways to draw this cube, and so far I've only shown you one. So let's go ahead and start a new drawing, and we'll do it in 3D from the get-go. Not 3D solid, we're still working with wireframe, meaning you're always going to be able to see through it. But this time I'm going to draw in the X, Y, and Z direction. So I'm going to move that UCS around a lot more. And I'm just going to start with a line, and I'm going to go in the X direction here. I'm going to go 6, and I'm going to go 6 in the Y, 6 again, and close it up. Now, let's just make sure we're accurate as we go, because the last drawing I did was not accurate in the end, and I didn't put any dimensions on until it was almost finished. So that would have been a real hassle to redo. So those two numbers are good so far. Now I'm going to draw in the Z direction with one line. Make sure it says Z. It does. There's my 6. Now I'm going to copy that line, and let's stick that everywhere, even though I didn't dimension it yet. And there's the potential that I messed something up. Let's assume I didn't. Okay, I'll copy the bottom, put it up top. Alright, so right from the start, I've already got a 3D cube. So it took far less time to get a 3D cube. But there's still a lot more work that has to be done. And that's going to start with moving the UCS around. And I'm going to do that now because I want to dimension this cube in the Z direction and make sure that's right before I go any further. So, UCS, and endpoint, endpoint, and endpoint. And let's quickly measure this. Hey, look at that, it's 6. I'll line my arrows up there so they're visually appealing. Alright, so we got a 6 by 6 by 6 cube. We're in good shape. UCS is on this surface right now, so we might as well start on this surface. And what I'm going to do is go back really quickly and reference the drawing. That was not the drawing. How do I get to the drawing? There it is. And I'm going to notice that every circle is 1.5 from something. And I'm going to come through and add some lines that are going to show me where these circles go. And I'm going to do it with offset because I'm going to need a lot of them, and offset is going to be the quickest way. Now, offset is right there. You could also type offset. And what it wants is, what is your distance? Well, we just got done saying the distance between every circle and the nearest object is 1.5, so I'm going to type in 1.5. And I'm going to click this line and offset this way, and then offset this way, and then offset again this way. I'm going to do the same with this line. We're going to come back. There we go. Each of these intersections is a potential location for a circle. What I'm going to do first, before I draw any circles, just check the dimensions again. As you can tell, I'm kind of bothered by the fact that I got the dimensions wrong the first time. Why won't it let me move that? I'm not sure. Let me escape out of there. There to there. Alright, it really does not want me to move. Well, I can probably work with that. Not my favorite way to work, but okay. Now clearly those 1.5s were working out. Let's check over here. That's a 0. Alright, so I think what I'm getting here, let me orbit and find out for sure. Yeah, I see like little points way out here, and you can see when I hover over them it lights up that dimension. So that smart dimension command, this one right here with a little starburst under it or sunburst under it, isn't always so smart. It tries to do what it thinks you're asking it to do, but it doesn't always figure out what you're doing. I'm going to try this again, but I'm going to use the actual linear dimension here and not let the computer try to do any of the guesswork for me. And hey, look, I can pull that down. Now there's a 1.5. We already know, because I measured it earlier, that that's a 1.5. Let's just check this here, make sure it's a 1.5. Yeah, okay. There should be no way that we're going to mess this one up like I messed the last one up. So now I'm going to go ahead and drop some circles in. I'm just going to tab over here, and I don't really care which side I'm working on first. It's going to be just as easy or just as hard to do it, no matter which side I pick. So I'm just going to go with this one first, the top one, 5 holes. And the 5 holes means I need one on these 2 intersections here, one on these 2 intersections here, one in the middle. So I'm going to grab the circle command. I'm going to use that intersection as a center point, and I'm going to tab over because we didn't discuss the size of the circle, but the size of the circle is right there. It's a radius of 0.5 typical. So when it asks me for a radius, 0.5, and now I could draw circles like that over and over, or I could copy, because who wants to do the whole radius 0.5 every single time when you've already got these center points laid out, and you can simply just click on those intersections. I felt like I missed with that intersection. No, I guess not. Laying right over the top of it still looks good. Okay, circles are in place. These lines were just here for guidance. I can totally get rid of those now. And we've got one side done. Now what I'm going to do, because this side's going to get in the way as I start to draw other things, because I'm going to see these, like when I'm working on this back side, I'm going to see those same 5 circles, and things are going to get pretty confusing. And it's just easier if those are turned off and turned out of, put out of the way. Easiest way to do that is to go to layer properties and of course make layers, and I'll make one for each layer, or for each side of the die that I'm going to be working with. And apparently I'll make an extra one because, I forgot to stop clicking. I'll make each one its own unique color. I should probably do brighter colors because I'm working with a black background. So there we go. There we go. And I'm thinking I'm not going to do all 6 sides of this thing because I'm going to get tired of drawing it. You're going to get tired of watching it. So we'll stop there for now. Okay, let me close this. These are the 5 connected circles and the dimensions that go with this side. So I'll put that on the 5. Okay, it's there. I'll press escape to get rid of the selections. And now that I know it's there, I can leave it there for now because it's a different color, and now I'm not going to get confused as I'm working. Or at some point I could turn it off. I wouldn't want to turn it off yet because I haven't moved my UCS, but let me move my UCS and put it over here. Come on, snap to that endpoint. Waiting for a snap. They're really not snapping anywhere close. Taking their sweet, sweet time. And repeat the process. So offset, the shortcut on the keyboard is just O. It remembers the last distance, so I'll just press enter and do this process again. Okay, now at this point I've got all those intersections. I don't need to see all these blue circles and blue dimensions anymore. I'll just hit this drop down, freeze that layer. And now I'm free to keep working over here and add my circles and just work my way around the die doing that. And at any point, if I need to see what I've done, hit the snowflake icon, bring it right back. Okay, so that's the second way to do it. I think it's a little faster to do it as a flat object that you fold up afterwards, but some people may think better this way. So you do it whichever way works for you.